The week is starting off right. Monday night, and 2K Sports presents the NBA. I'm Kevin Harlan, along with Stan Van Gundy and Greg Anthony. On the sidelines, it's David Aldridge. A look at Atlanta's opening lineup. We've got Buzelis. LaMelo Ball is out there with Morant. Then there's Carter. And it's Lively in at the center. And for the Trailblazers, Duncan is out there with Pirtle. Then there's Tyrese Haliburton. Then there's Wallace. And it's Vassell in at the 3. We're only around halfway through this very long season, GA. This is when the grind, I think, really kicks in.
Yeah, you think about... the physical and mental toll this game takes on you. And I miss being out there, but, man, I tell you, it can be a grind.
Now here's Morant. Pass to Buzelis. Back to Morant. Over Haliburton. Kept alive. Lively. And he uses the glass on the layup. Lively's got the scoreboard going with his first points of the night for Atlanta. Haliburton up top. Guarded by Morant.
With a slam by Haliburton. Using that agility to make a statement.
Morant against Haliburton. Morant drives in and finished up by Morant.
And that's a special play coming from the one spot.
You know, his passing can take a backseat for that dunk. Wow.
Wow, that is an impressive vertical for a point guard. My goodness.
Now here's Duncan. Vassell wide open. That's good, and so Duncan with the assist.
Well, this is Vassell's game. He can do that all day.
And let's head over to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Thanks, Kevin. Caught up with Will Hardy a few minutes ago. Of course, John Morant's named first and foremost, so I asked him about the strategy. He said try to plug every defensive hole we see. I know if we give Morant any space, he'll try and slice right through us, so we can't have any cracks in the armor. A tall order for the defense against the unstoppable Morant. Back to you.
Thank you, David. Now, here is Haliburton. And it's out of bounds as the Portland Trailblazers retain possession.
And he jumped out to that ball immediately. Great reaction on that deflection.
Yeah, and you know they're tracking the tips and deflections because that tells you who's affecting the game.
Wallace against Ball. Haliburton for three.
Yeah, and when Morant puts in the effort on defense, he can be very effective.
One thing about LaMelo Ball, he can really take over at times, Greg, when he's healthy and playing well.
And a lot of that is just his feel for the game. He processes quickly and then has the talent to execute. It's pretty hard to stop him when he's in the flow.
And here's Haliburton following LaMelo Ball's three. Hurdle kicks to Haliburton. A 15-footer. He squares up and sinks it.
The touch on Haliburton's shot really opens the floor up for him, letting him get to that mid-range.
Morant against Haliburton. Lively sets a screen for Morant. And Pirtle sends it back.
Another miss. He is struggling for the quarter.
Wallace right side. Here's Duncan. Buzelis grabs the board. Here's Ball. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot two at the free throw line. It goes on Tyrese Haliburton.
And with all that LaMelo does on the floor, Ball is one of the most difficult guys to guard in the league.
Portland had, Greg, one of the great guard combinations in Clyde Drexler and Terry Porter.
And that was one heck of a backcourt. And they really complemented each other so well. Drexler with his explosive scoring ability and Porter who could just do a little bit of everything.
And Will Hardy calls timeout here. He wants a minute here to get things straightened out with his team. Wallace the pass to Pirtle. And in this first quarter, about 3 minutes played. Wallace with a screen on Carter. And again, it's the Trailblazers missing. Always going up for the alley-oop here. And finished off by Lively.
Oh, and the lead gets bigger on a ridiculous offensive sequence.
That dunk alone would have been spectacular. Never mind it coming at the end of an alley-oop.
Give credit where credit is due right there. A terrific assist.
Atlanta leading by 4. Ball the pass to Carter. Lively with it. Outside, Ball. Out to Morant. Fires for three. That fall. Nice feed that time from Ball. Morant's got 5 points so far.
They've wasted no time settling into their offense.
Carter with it, and it's Vassell picking him up. Carter the pass to Lively. They double him with Wallace. Lively's shot is off. And here's Wallace. He'll bring it up for Portland. They trail by 7. Haliburton finds Wallace. And it's Vassell in the corner. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Carter. Trailblazers making a switch here. Ivy's checked in. And then for Atlanta, Ilgauskas is checked in for Derek Lively. And it's Ellis in for Morant. Duncan, the pass to Wallace. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Top of the key. And he knocks down the jumper.
Well, the defense can't lose track of him. He's just too talented offensively.
Here's Ball. That one falls. His second basket of the game. He's now 2 for 3.
And he's really a smart offensive player. You have to respect Ball's strong sense for when to take that jumper.
Sinks the three-pointer. Wallace has got his second bucket of the night.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from 3. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
Now here's Ellis. Ilgauskas is screen on Ivy. Ellis the pass to Ilgauskas. And stolen by Ivy. And now in transition is Wallace. Here we go. And Ellis with the block. Here's Carter. And Vince Carter with the slam.
And so tenacious on the attack. I love seeing Carter go all the way on that one.
And Will Hardy calls timeout here. He wants to talk to his guys. Queens checked in. And it's Howland in for Duncan. And then for Atlanta, Jones checked in for Buzelis. Martin comes in for Vince Carter. And it's Williams in for Ball. The Atlanta Hawks coming to this one after the win against Memphis. Ivy against Williams. Driving in. Martin wide open. He fires. Good, and it's Williams who picks up the assist.
Lou Williams is someone who draws the defense's attention. That leaves others open.
Pass to Holland. Shoots a 3. Rebounded by the Hawks. Ellis kicks to Martin. And here is Williams. A chance to extend the lead to double digits, but it's no good. To the inside. Here's Holland, and he dunks it down.
Good find by Ivy, keeping his options open.
The Hawks leading by 7. 30 seconds left in the first quarter. It's Ellis on the wing. Stolen by Reeves. And here we go. Trailblazers with a fast break. Ivy with the bucket.
Well, I like the mid-range shot from Ivy. That's a key for him in his development.
Atlanta's gone 3 of 4 on three-pointers in the first quarter. Doing well from long range. And there's the whistle. 3-second violation.
Portland ball. Substitution on the court.
8 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Here's Haliburton. And Haliburton slams it in.
I'll tell you what, I'm not sure these guys can keep this up.
Well, you expect there to be peaks and valleys, but you've got some excellent scores on both sides.
And that concludes a back-and-forth, high-scoring first quarter of play. It's Atlanta up 3. From Portland, we're back in a moment. close game underway so far. We'll see if either of these teams can jump out in the second quarter. Well, from what you guys are seeing from the Hawks, what are you thinking about their performance?
Way to set the table. Offensively, they dominated on the interior.
Well, if they're going to be that ferocious inside, this defense is in for a long night.
This is how the floor looks for the Hawks starting the second quarter. Martin is out there with Buzelis. Then it's Max Strus. Then there's John Morant. And it's Lively in at the 5 down low. Let's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
Kevin, thanks. John Morant was the first NBA guard in a quarter century to lead the league in points in the paint. He says, I can't just rely on dunking every single play, so I need different types of finishes to get my shot off, whether it's high off the glass, the reverse, or hanging in the air forever. And Kevin, he just says it so casually. Back to you.
I know it. But look, David, he doesn't do it casually, right? He is a one-man circus.
Well, yeah, there's that explosiveness we talk about with Morant. He gets off the floor with such ease.
Atlanta leading by 7. As the son of 2 professional athletes, Dan, Jaden Ivey was raised around sports. He knows the culture.
Yeah, that's an understatement, Kevin. His grandfather and father both played professional football. His mom played in the WNBA. She's now a college coach, but she also spent some time as an assistant with the Grizzlies. This guy has had sports from the time he was born.
A nice shot by Haliburton.
You watch Haliburton shoot. The release is a little low, but it's quick and it's deadly.
They set the pick. Morant drives in. In the corner, it's Martin. Shot clock at 6. Morant, left side. Shoots over Holland. Whoops, there's the 24-second shot clock violation, so they'll turn it over. Hurdle, he's checked in for the Trailblazers. Wallace comes in for Howard. Then for the Hawks, Carter comes in for Martin. And Ball subbed in for John Morant. And Will Hardy is called timeout. Looking for a breather and maybe just 1 or 2 things to talk about. Two minutes now played in the second quarter. Here's Holland. It's deflected.
And they're controlling the boards, Kevin. That's +5 in that category.
Ball finds Strus. Sinks the triple. Strus has got the lead up to 9 now for Atlanta. And a moment here to take a look at some hustle stats for the Hawks.
Wow, those early blocks are key. They are intimidating their opponents and making them hesitate.
And something else they've done well tonight is finding points in transition. So far, the fast break has been a plus for them.
Ball, the pass to Carter. Off the mark there with the three-point shot.
And even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
And the call on the shot sends him to the line. Seems like every time, Greg, we see Tyrese Haliburton, he's wearing a big smile on his face.
Talk about a guy who just loves this game. Haliburton is such an enthusiastic player, and that positive attitude really infects his entire team.
There has been, Coach, a lot of talk about how players today are better than ever before. Do you agree with that?
Well, absolutely. Isn't that the way evolution works?
Right.
Kevin, they're bigger, stronger, faster, but everyone builds on the players who came before them, and the guys today would not be where they are without the guys before who laid the foundation.
You think Vince Carter dunking is probably the first thing that comes up, but Vince is also someone who can be a first option. Tremendously talented.
A different look now for Portland. Duncan, he's checked in for Holland, and it's Vassell in for Ivy. Now, Vassell playing Brooklyn. He was nearly unstoppable. Rebound by the Hawks. Buzelis has got 4 rebounds now tonight. Carter kicks to Strus. Carter looking around. Strus against Wallace. Strus passes to Carter. 5 to shoot. The Hawks need to get off a shot here. There's Ball with the 3. Duncan grabs the rebound. To the middle. Here's Pirtle. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. It's going to go on Buzelis.
And Pirtle is so polished in the post. Defenders are always nervous when he has the ball down low.
Atlanta making some changes. Ilgauskas is checked in for Jarek Lively. Jones comes in for Buzelis. And it's Telfair in for Max Strus. Here's Carter. The Hawks again can't hit. Trailblazers trail by 6. It's stolen by Carter. And, oh, here we go. Carter's got it in the fast break chance. Oh, Ball in position. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Taken 3rd overall in 2020. LaMelo Ball is a unique player. Like his brother Lonzo, very tall at the point at 6'6", and he'd much rather pass it than shoot it.
The Trailblazers making a switch here. Ivy's checked in.
I'm sure they don't want to send him to the line. That has to be in their scouting report.
Ivy with a screen for Wallace. Back to Vassell. Here's the floater. And there it is for him. Vassell's got 5 points so far.
Vassell getting in there and grinding.
Here is Telfair. Ivy defending. To the paint. Pirtle with the steal. Portland's gone 1 of 3 from way outside since the start of the second quarter. The shot by Ivy, no good.
You know what? He's just stone cold right now. Really not sure if he's their best option offensively as they try to get back in this game.
And now Ivy running the floor all by himself. And slam dunk by Ivy.
Well, when they get going in transition, it's very hard to stop Ivy from getting the look he wants.
1:33 left in the first half. Carter kicks the ball. Clock at 6. Drives to the hoop. And he hits it just before the shot clock expires. Ball's got 4 points now in the quarter.
No looking back. Ball knows once he starts moving, he's got to go all the way.
Pirtle, the pass to Ivy. Ivy, a screen on Carter. It's Vassell with the drive. Well, Devin Vassell has flown under the rim. For a long time, and it looks like, yep, it's a coach's challenge on the personal foul. That triggers a replay review by the official.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast.
The wonders of technology. We've seen replay reviews so effectively and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this.
After the review, the ruling on the floor is overturned.
And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
And it's Carter missing.
He is really scuffling this quarter offensively. Perhaps a little frustration setting in.
Defense left Ivy an opening there, and he just takes off for the finish.
Carter kicks to Ilgauskas. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. That one on Haliburton.
Yeah, nice job of drawing the contact and creating opportunities at the line.
And no doubt the size of Ilgauskas can be intimidating. He is a huge player with a surprisingly soft touch.
Looking at who's out there now for the Hawks. Martin's checked in for Carter. Williams comes in for Ball. And it's Morant in for Sebastian Telfair. Ivy passes to Duncan. And he drops it in from the low post. Duncan's got his first basket of the night.
And defensively, that's just not going to cut it.
That's a 2 from Martin. And it is good at the buzzer. Wow.
And give him credit. Good awareness of the time remaining.
Yeah, really a perfect way to finish that quarter on a strong, positive note.
And so that's the end of the first half. Hawks lead by 6. We'll get right back to the action when we return.
Greetings, Shaq, Kenny, and EJ here as we tip off the show with a look at our midseason Eastern Conference standings.
You know, right now for the Hawks, I had them as a top team before the season, and now I'm picking them to make the finals. Tell me I'm wrong, Kenny. You can't, because I'm right. 2 + 2 is 5.
And as much as it pains me, I have to agree with Big Fella.
And now let's discuss this game. Talk about a strong start for the Hawks.
I like their follow-through on the offensive end, not taking the shots and walking away. They're hunting for those second-chance opportunities there, Shaq.
And turning those opportunities into points that they need.
And that's a halftime wrap. Let's get back to the second half with the call by Kevin Harlan and the crew.
Boy, Kmart going off. I ain't gonna hold you. Bro came out.
And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. Tyrese Haliburton with a strong contribution so far in this one.
Yeah, and just look at the numbers from the first half. He has been very efficient.
Yeah, it's not like he's getting everything at the rim. He's playing smart and just taking what the defense gives him.
They've got Cason Wallace. Duncan out there with Devin Vassell. Then there's Haliburton, and it's Haliburton in the point guard. And that's the group for Will Hardy as they begin the second half. He gets it in there. 14 points for Tyrese Haliburton.
Moving it around, 8 of their last 10 coming off assists.
And Morant throws it down.
This is how athletic Morant is, a point guard who possesses incredible athleticism.
Pass to Pirtle. Shoots over Lively. Pirtle's shot is off.
Yeah, just a solid job on the backboard. They are really controlling the inside.
Back to Carter. That one doesn't go. Excellent defense there from Haliburton. Shoots it up. Shot goes down. Very quick possession right there. Haliburton's got 16.
Good thinking by Haliburton, sensing the separation immediately and pulling up with confidence.
And so Chauncey Billups calls for the timeout. He wants to check in with his team and regroup.
The Blazers Youth Dance Team.
Second half of basketball, just over a minute played so far. And Morant throws it down.
Just rubbing it in their faces with that dunk.
He is never going to take his foot off the pedal.
Yeah, they're not pulling any punches here. Even the guards are attacking the basket.
First team foul.
Hawks on D. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. All right, Stan, hypothetical situation. Down 1, shot clock is off. If you could pick anyone in the NBA, who do you want taking that shot?
Well, I'm going to go back in time a little bit, Kevin. The guy who really made my career for me as a head coach. I'm taking Dwayne Wade. He was the best that I ever saw. Not only did he have the ability to make clutch shots, he managed the game clock as well as anybody I've ever seen.
The situation was never too big for him, was it?
Never was, and he's so smart in addition to being as talented as he was.
Love a big man who can pass, great instincts. Duncan finds the open man there for the bucket.
Morant surveying the D. Lively a screen on Haliburton. Here's Morant, and finished off by Morant.
Well, this kind of performance from Morant doesn't surprise anyone. He can score with the best of them.
And Will Hardy has called timeout. And coach has decided they need a moment to talk things over. Atlanta making some changes. Max Strus has checked in for Carter, and it's Ellison for Ball. Vassell kicks to Haliburton. Good on the triple. Haliburton's got 19 points.
A good look there, and he didn't waste it. His second 3 of the game.
Haliburton against Morant. Pass to Strus. Good, and the nice assist from Morant. Strus has got 6.
Matching baskets from the perimeter, an earmark of today's game.
Yeah, sometimes you get in a shootout like this, but you just hope that you can get a stop first.
And Zoelis will bring it up for the Hawks. They lead by 4. You can see, and coach, you can feel John Morant's star power, and his presence on the floor is such a factor. It affects the game.
Yeah, it sure does, and it even affects the energy in the building. His play is so dynamic, athletic. Energetic. I mean, you can't
And folks, the coach's challenge has been initiated for a personal foul. Close game like this, and he thought it wasn't a good call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make,
The officials will have 2 minutes to review
that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and
After review, the ruling on the floor stands.
And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to review it. They're double-checking, and the game continues on.
Holland, he's checked in for Portland. And that one misses. He hits the second from the line. Atlanta leading by 3. Here's Morant. Here's Lively. They shoot again, and he lays it up and in. He's got 12.
And gotta like what they've been doing down low in the post.
And taken away by Ellis. Going inside, and it's slammed in by Ellis.
Just rubbing it in their faces with that dunk.
He is never going to take his foot off the pedal.
Yeah, they're not pulling any punches here. Even the guards are attacking the basket.
Wallace against Ellis. 6 to shoot. Hurdle with a screen on Ellis. Inside. Hurdle, the pass to Vassell. And it's good. 2 points. Vassell's got 7.
I'm not shy about bringing it inside. Vassell is comfortable around the hoop.
Haliburton against Morant. Pass to Strus. Oh, good on the triple. Trailblazers trail by 5. Here's Vassell, and that one drops for him.
Now, you've got to love the way Vassell went right at the defense and finished through contact.
Here's Morant. Excellent defense there from Haliburton. Trailblazers have gone 7-9 from the field to start this second half. Some tremendous shooting from them.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the 3. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Here's Morant. Ellis kicks to Strus. And once again off the mark by Atlanta.
Well, that's what the defense has to do. Make that shot as uncomfortable for him as possible.
And Max Strus picks up a foul. That is his first foul of the game. A different look now for Portland. Howard comes in for Jakob Poeltl. And Ivy subbed in for Haliburton. Then for the Hawks, Ilgauskas is checked in for Derek Lively. Derek Jones comes in for Buzella. Lou Williams is up in for Morant.
You can see their confidence growing. They have reason to believe.
Yeah, they're in this one. They have some momentum on their side, and they just need to keep up the intensity.
And we've got a timeout called by Chauncey Billups. He's ready to talk things through with the team. Austin Reeves is checked in for Wallace. And a switch here also for Atlanta. Martin's checked in for Max Strus. And finished off by Williams.
And how about the hops on Lou Williams, rocketing off the floor there.
1:32 left in the third quarter. Trailblazers have gotten 8 of their 11 shots to drop since the break. A great third quarter for them offensively. Vassell against Martin. Back to Vassell. 4 on the shot clock. Portland needs to get off a shot. Howard, he drains it as the shot clock ticks down. Howard's got the game tied up here for the Trailblazers.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today? Ending with a basket, coming off a pretty pass.
Ellis, the pass to Martin. Takes the 3. Yes, and it's Ellis picking up the assist. Martin's got 8.
Well, clearly some sort of defensive breakdown there. He is not the kind of guy you give room to at the arc.
Reeves with the screen for Vassell. Can't cash in from close range.
And we talk about the importance of protecting the rim. Right there, outstanding defense.
And he gets it to go.
They didn't have much of a problem getting the ball into the post that time.
8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. No good from Howard. The Hawks leading by 5. Things really clicking for him at the offensive end.
They're making good decisions, not wasting these opportunities.
Here's Martin. Portland grabs the miss. Ivy on the wing. And slam dunk by Ivy.
Oh, an aggressive move and fantastic finish.
Trying to send a message with that slam, I think. And as we finish the third quarter, it's still close. Both teams trading baskets. Hawks on top, leading by 3. And we're coming right back. Be sure to stay with us as we get started for the fourth quarter. And let's go back to a terrific pass that we're calling tonight our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
Yeah, that's high-level playmaking. He makes it look easy, but it's not.
And I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the fourth quarter. On the court right now for the Hawks. Ilgauskas is out there with Buzelis. And there's Carter. Then it's Ball, and it's Williams at the 1 spot. The Hawks leading by 3. They get it again. Here's Carter. Misses the layup. He had him with that bump fake.
Well, sometimes it's just not your night. But despite his struggles, they're ahead in the game.
And the call will be against LaMelo Ball. That's foul number 2 for him.
I mean, that's a tough break for the D. I mean, he took the hit and drew the whistle.
Donnie's checked in for Portland. Ja Morant. He's checked in for Atlanta. Here's Holland, defended by Carter. Holland, the pass to Dunn. Second chance shot, and he sinks the layup. Holland's got the first basket as we get going in the fourth for Portland.
Yeah, secures the ball off the glass. Does a nice job going right back up.
And Ball is a proven distributor. He's got a real talent for spotting the cracks in the D.
Haliburton with it. He's picked up by Morant. Pass to Holland. The Trailblazers working the ball around now. Dunn, wide open, he fires. Good on the three-point shot. Dunn's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball.
And really, after trailing the entire game, they've got to be feeling good about evening things up.
Yeah, guys, they've shown a ton of character in making this comeback. Now they've got to finish the job.
Tries again. The drive-by Ball. He takes it up and lays it in.
Brushing that right off. Tough to redirect Ball on that drive.
Stolen by Ball. Floats it up there for Morant. Hammers the alley-oop through.
And that's big-time stuff there. Morant looking unafraid to go get those lobs and finish them.
Trailblazers trail by 4. Morant with the steal. Carter on the wing from outside the arc. It's hauled in by Duncan.
Well, clearly it hasn't been his best game offensively, but collectively, they've still found a way to get the lead.
Ivy against Ball. Now here's Morant. Defense right on him. Down low. Ilgauskas, good. Now it's a 6-point Atlanta lead.
Not a lot of resistance on the inside, and they're taking full advantage.
Here's Haliburton. From 13 feet, it goes down. Haliburton's got 23 points.
And I'll give this to Haliburton. He's been in attack mode all night.
Count it.
His strong shooting has really helped them secure this lead.
And Haliburton's got the ball here for Portland. And that game is the second of 2 straight at home. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up. That one is on Ilgauskas.
And this is an advantage of having size in the backcourt. Haliburton using that length to cause trouble.
And the Trailblazers making a change here. Wallace is checked in. Haliburton hits them both. And we've got a timeout called by Chauncey Billups. He knows every possession is critical now. Derek Lively, he's checked in for Zydrunas Ilgauskas. And with an update from the sidelines, let's check in with David Aldridge.
Guys, over the break, Chauncey Billups had some advice for his team. Now, his perspective was to play like we're behind. He said that's the energy we need right now. We haven't won anything yet. Back to you guys.
Okay, David, much appreciated. Pass to Buzelis. Off target with his 3.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
Wallace misses.
Wow. Missed the easy one right there, right at the rim, but came up empty.
Greg, with how explosive Ja Morant is, he has certainly taken his fair share of awkward falls.
And that's what worries you with guys like that. He's already had a number of injuries in his young career, but we all just want to see him at full health.
Catching up on the changes for Portland. Pirtle, he's checked in for Holland. Duncan comes in for Howard. And it's Vassell in for Ivy. Wallace kicks to Vassell. Pass to Duncan. Over Buzelis. It will go down, and the Hawks' lead is cut down now to just 4 points with the basket from Tim Duncan.
How about the concentration from Duncan? Doesn't budge, even in the biggest of moments.
Here's Buzelis. Duncan defending. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Ball. Changes up. And Pirtle sends it back. Here's Duncan. Great pass to set up the lay-in. now just a 2-point Hawks lead.
And his competitiveness showing through. That's an aggressive finish.
Yeah, and getting out in transition allows for some easy points before that defense is fully set.
That shot wide open. Ball's got 7 points here in this quarter.
And that is a big-time basket. LaMelo entered the league at 19 with such high expectations. This young man ball is used to the spotlight.
The Hawks leading by 5. Lively finds ball. Morant against Haliburton. Out to Carter. Launches a 3. They get it back. Outside, ball. Carter outside. No good from outside.
And there hasn't been anything easy for him in this period.
Well, the offense has to look for ways to get him easier shots. Better selection. You have to be set up for success.
And just feeding the open man. Nice recognition there from Vassell.
Carter against Vassell. Carter dishes to Morant. Pass to Buzelis. Solid play in the low block, and that one's good. Buzelis has got his first bucket of the night. Trailblazers trail by 5. Haliburton for 3. Rebound, Atlanta. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. Here's Carter. Good. Nice assist from Morant.
Yeah, anyone can appreciate the skillfulness of Morant's passing.
And Will Hardy is called timeout. And that timeout by coach was carefully measured, wanting to make sure that everybody is on the same page here. Group on the floor. Haliburton on the wing. He started by Williams. That one's in there. The Hawks lead is cut down to 5 on the bucket from Haliburton.
Huge finish from Haliburton. From the moment he entered the league, Tyrese has been clutch.
And so Chauncey Billups calls for the timeout. He's not taking any chances and wants to huddle them up right away. There's 45 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. So they foul intentionally.
Third personal foul. Second team foul.
On defense, the Trailblazers. And it's Martin missing.
And I was sure that was money on that one, but everyone is afforded an easy misser, too.
Yeah, it was a great look. Sometimes they don't fall. You've just got to keep taking great shots.
And an intentional foul right there. And he misses the first one. Boy, he wanted that one to fall. And he can't get the second one to drop either. Coming up empty that time.
They've got to take the first good shot they can find.
Yeah, and it basically all comes down to this. If they come away empty here, this one's pretty much over.
Time called here. The Blazers decide to talk it over. We've got 22 seconds left in the fourth. And what's their best move at this point?
Looking for a quick shot, trying to extend the game.
Yeah, and then they have to foul quickly and hope for some misses at the line.
The Hawks making a switch here. Ilgauskas has checked in. We've got 22 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Vassell, the pass to Purdy. Out to Wallace. Three-pointer. Good! And he has brought them to within 2 points.
That is world class.
Yeah, and I can say from experience, his coach just breathed a huge sigh of relief.
And so Chauncey Billups calls for the timeout. And he knows there's no room for mistakes and wants everyone on the same page. And so here's Atlanta. And they stop the clock as soon as they can with the intentional foul.
That's right. No other option but to foul and hope for some misses.
So the first one drops, and that makes it a 3-point lead. Atlanta making a switch here. So he gets them both, and it's a 4-point ball game.
And that'll just about do it. Coming through at the line in a big spot.
Bounce pass, Haliburton. Here's Vassell. Off target from outside. Can't connect. And so the big win by Atlanta in a tight game. A truly gutsy performance away from home.
You know, it really was. And Kevin, when this one was hanging in the balance late, they showed just what a tough-minded group they can be.
And now let's check in with David Aldridge reporting from the sideline for our player of the game. David, take it away.
Thanks very much, Ja. The bench was huge tonight. They came through. How big was their performance?
That just shows you that whoever's coming in the game, just be ready. We got that.
All right, David, thank you. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. So, for Greg Anthony, Stan Van Gundy, and our reporter, David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thank you for watching. Hope you've enjoyed this presentation of the NBA on 2K Sports. So long, everyone.
Yeah, Vince playing horrible. I'm glad we got the dub. Blowout alert, 110, 78. Christmas pop. Max Chris talking about he'd have lost a trade. Now look the Grizzlies. I told niggas that's what happened. Oh, nobody wanna listen to me though. This Christmas game's out of the way. Jokic, what the fuck? Found out. Gee. Whew. Good trade, I'll say. Did they got any awards up? Nope, not yet. Stats. Pistons number one now. D-Book back, yeah.